Way down yonder in New Orleans, it's the land of dreaming scenes. There's a God of Eden, that's what I mean.
In downtown New Orleans, a familiar sound can be heard. In clubs like this, as well as on the streets, music fills the air. The birthplace of jazz, the city on the banks of the Mississippi has long been a hotbed of American culture. But such rich history was nearly washed away when Hurricane Katrina struck 10 years ago. The city's levees failed, leading to over 80% of New Orleans being flooded. The city's residents, including many musicians, were evacuated, some never to return. But New Orleans' song never ended. Habit for Humanity, a non-profit organisation dedicated to building houses for low-income families, was set up to allow musicians to return to the area. Jim Pate, executive director of the project, explained why it was so important to continue the city's musical legacy.
Losing that heritage would have taken away the beating heart of New Orleans and damaged it forever. We're such a unique and fragile environment that we needed to get our musicians back. And actually the Musicians Village was one of the first places that musicians were able to put down roots and get back.
Starting work in April 2006, 8 months after Katrina hit, an army of 40,000 volunteers helped build 72 single-family houses in the city's Upper Ninth Ward. Now, around 180 people live in the Musicians Village. One of those to benefit is cellist Helen Gillehi. Katrina blew the roof off her apartment when she was renting, but at a price of only $80,000, she managed to buy one of the homes in the new Musicians Village. She says the move helped her grow as an artist.
It was young. I mean, I never thought I'd own a home by 27, and as soon as I moved in here, I was able to relax enough to not worry about where the next rent check was going to come from, and not worrying about where I was going to live in 6 months or a year, and constantly sort of focusing on that. And I immediately made an album. I was so happy and proud, and I just started recording, and I've been making an album once a year ever since, just like celebrating my musical life. It just kind of helped me get my stuff together, you know.
10 years on, many parts of New Orleans are still far from being rebuilt. But people like Gillehi will hope that as long as music is still playing, the city will continue to thrive.
Too bad.